Hey guys, it's Maddie from Weave and Willow here. Today I've got a tutorial to show you how to make this granny square that we will use to then fold over, create this tree shape, and make into an ornament. You're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 colors to do this. It can be any choice of colors, but you do want to stick with something that's like a medium weight yarn, as well as a hook. I'm using the letter H today. That's also a 8 or 5.00 millimeters hook. You can use, I would suggest, an I as well as a J, which would be just a little bit bigger than this. You're going to need a yarn needle. This is what we will use to sew the back of it together. And then your trusty scissors. All right, let's get started. This first color is going to be this golden yellow orange color. I don't have the sleeve for it anymore, unfortunately, so I'm not sure what the exact wording was. This is actually a sport weight yarn. I liked the color, and it's what I had on hand, so I'm going to start with it, even though that's not medium weight. But because the majority of these are, it won't be any big deal. Starting with the magic circle, go ahead and loop around. Let's get our hook in there. Chain 1, chain 2. That's going to count as our first stitch. I want a total of 12, so I'm going to do 11 double crochets into the magic circle. Okay, now that we have our 11 double crochets, let's go ahead and close by taking that tail, pulling it. I'm going to slip stitch into there, but instead of grabbing the same color, I'm actually going to slip stitch on the next color, which is this white. Again, using what I have on hand, this happens to be a cotton yarn. On the hook, pull through, and pull through. Kind of leave that tail behind. Go ahead and pull that a little tighter. All right, let's go ahead and chain 2, 1, and 2. I'm going to start working in that same stitch right here. We will finish this when we get all the way around. But we're going to start with this chain 2 and then 2 double crochets into the same stitch. One and 2. Chain 1. Now skip these 3. 1, 2, 3. Go into this space between these stitches, and we're going to double crochet 1, 2, 3, chain 1, go back into the same space and do 3 more double crochets. Chain 1, skip the next 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the same thing. 3 double crochets. Chain 1. 3 more double crochets in the same stitch. Like that. Chain 1, skip 3 again, 1, 2, 3. Put your 3 doubles in there. Chain 1, 3 more doubles. Chain 1. Now let's finish off the first one. So I'm going to go back into the same stitch. And it was like that chain space. With 3 double crochets in there. Chain 1. We're going to slip stitch in at the top right there. But instead of grabbing the same color, let's go ahead and switch. This next one I have is a red. And I'm actually changing from this cotton, which is a very pretty deep red, but I found an acrylic that I had on hand, which is this. It's going to be a little bit more fiery red. Doesn't have to be this any sequence of colors unless you prefer and you happen to have them all on hand. This just happens to be what I put together, and I would recommend starting with something bright in the middle and light, and then working out into a darker color. All right, so let's slip stitch this red on. Go ahead and chain 2. I'm gonna continue to work in the same stitch, but I think all right, for this round, I'm not going to work in the same stitch. I'll show you how to finish this off at the end. Let's go ahead and do, in this first chain 1 space, we're going to do the 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Go into the next chain space. This is our corner, so we're going to actually do the 3 double crochets, chain 1, do another 3 double in the same space. That will create our corner. Chain 1. Next chain space, you're only going to do 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Next chain space, this is our corner, so 3 doubles, a chain 1, and 3 more doubles in the same space. Chain 1, next chain space, only 3 doubles. Chain 1, next chain space, this is our corner, 3 doubles, Okay, chain 1, and another 3 doubles. You can see how this works up pretty easily. Chain 1 again, 3 doubles in the next chain space. So if you need to pause at any time, feel free. Chain 1. All right, so now we're back to the beginning. Let me pull that white a little tighter. That is our corner piece right here. So we're going to do 3 double crochets in it. And that's where that slip stitch was. Chain 1, 3 more. Okay, and then where those that first chain of 2 is, you're actually just going to slip stitch right into it. Let's go ahead and pick up our next color, which is going to be a lighter green. For me, might not be for you. I'm going with this lighter green color. And I happen to have a green, lighter green, and a cotton. It is a medium 4 weight. Let's go ahead and slip stitch that onto your hook. And pull through, pull through. Make sure you chain 2. Okay. Go into this next chain space with 3 doubles. Chain 1. Next chain space, this is our corner right here. So let's get that 3 double, chain 1, 3 double in there. Chain 1. Next chain space, just 3 double. I'm going to skip that chain 1 going in between these two. That way there's less space. No. Chain 1, 3 doubles in the next. Chain 1, corner, 3 double, chain 1, 3 double. Chain 1, next chain space, 3 double, chain 1, 3 double, chain 1, up into this corner, normally I fast forward during these, but since it's just so easy and fast to whip up, I figure we'll just do this together. chain 1, three double, three double, chain 1, and we're going into our last corner here with this color. Chain 1, chain 1, okay, so this slip stitch space is where we actually want to do 3 double crochets. Go to slip stitch in on your chain, and we're going to grab the last color here, which is this darker green color that I have. That is what I'm using. At the end, I'm going to cut off all the attached yarn, all the different colors, and then weave them in. So let's slip stitch that in. Chain 2, go into this first chain space with 3 doubles, chain 1, we're at our corner piece, so 3 double, chain 1, 3 double in there. Chain 1, 3 double, looks like we're going to do that 2 more times. coming to this last space, we're going to do 3 doubles in the chain space where we had slip stitched. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and slip stitch into this first double crochet stitch right here. Chain 1. Go ahead and cut through. Now let's make sure that all these other pieces get cut, and then they can get woven in and tied together, and however you want to finish those off, like that. I like to do corresponding colors. Just double tying them off. You won't see these at the end. They actually get hidden. Okay. So now you want to pick one of these corners. It is going to be the top of your tree. So I'm going to do this one. You're going to fold in and then fold under. Yep. I'll show you the back. Like that. So fold in and then tuck under. And I used, this is the part that we're going to need our yarn needle. So grab that and have that nearby. We're going to use this color. So that dark green is what I had. Be generous with how much you cut. So I'm also going to use it for, and you don't have to, you can pick a different one, but for hanging it. That's the string I use. Okay. Go ahead and thread our needle. So with this one, I started on this side and kind of like zigzagged up, did the loop up here, and then just pulled it down into this and finished off this corner. So if this is your first time doing this sewing, it's fairly easy. Okay. So now we're going to go up. Now we could just kind of weave it. I guess maybe that's what we'll do. Just kind of weave it up along the edges. We will zigzag on the way back down. Very loosely. Don't pull it too tight. When I get up to the top, I'm going to go up, leave however much of a loop I want, and pull it back through, but I want to kind of go across, give a little bit of an anchor to it. All right, so now I'll start to work zigzag. And I'm just kind of skipping some as I go. Not actually wanting this to be completely closed. Depends on the shape that you want it to look like on the other side. If you get it really closed, it's going to create a very narrow tree. Okay. I'm definitely making this more narrow than the other one, which is fine. And zigzag it down to the corner. And I'm going to fasten this one off. Put it through, yarn, yarn over, and that'll create a nice knot there. Weave it in, cut. And on this corner, I'm going to do the same thing. Yarn over, pull it through, do like a chain, pull it all the way through, and that's not. Cut. All right, next, I'm going to create the star right at the top, using back to that orangish gold that I have, but if you have a yellow, that works perfectly fine. Or white, that would work too. Whatever you want to choose. Okay, we're going to do a magic circle for this. So yarn over. I'm just doing single crochets. Chain one. I'm going to do 3. A chain of 3, go back into the magic circle, slip stitch like that, pull that a little tighter, chain 3, slip stitch into the magic circle, chain 3, slip stitch. I'm actually doing this a total of 5 times to get our 5 points. Kind of looks like a flower at the moment. Actually, it looks like a flower. And pull that tight. Now one more for me. Oh, 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now once you have 5 of these, go ahead and pull it tight. We're going to slip stitch in at the start. Just proving hard for me. Go ahead and cut a little bit of a longer tail. That was too long. All the way through. Not so much of a point on this one, but that's okay. I'm going to use my hook to go in through the back. Grab one of those tails, pull it through. Find another spot. Take the other tail, pull it through, and then turn it over. Start to tie that and get it tight on there. Like that. Let me double knot, and then we will cut our ends off. Just like that. Okay. Next is going to be the stump, which is a brown. All right, let's get that stump on there. So I've got some brown here, some left over, and acrylic. Let's go ahead and get a starting chain. And then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going back in the third chain from the hook, I'm going to do a double crochet. Next chain, double crochet. Next chain, double crochet. Chain 1. Cut a tail. And let's attach. And we're done. So, how I like to do this one is kind of, again, go up into the back part. Grab a tail, then go up. I'm in this red color here. Grab the other tail. And we're going to double knot. cut, flip it, and we have our ornament, our granny Christmas tree ornament. All right, guys. Well, I enjoy doing that with you. Hope you're enjoying a great holiday spending time with others. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.